Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on April 18, 2023. Great having a family here again, says host for Ukrainian refugees. Revealed, how Cypriot firm helped the Orthodox oligarch after he was placed under sanctions. UN ready for heartbreaking decision to pull out of Afghanistan. Rishi Sunak's cabinet secretary sued for discrimination and harassment. EU Parliament backs overhaul of Europe's biggest climate policy. Reuters, Brussels playbook, climate votes, fiscal reform, Commission's platform police. Politico Europe, vast carbon market reform adopted by EU lawmakers. France 24 English, why adopting the Social Climate Fund is the right choice for the EU. EU RACTIV, EU ETS extension could have devastating impact on low-income households. The disgusting food of TikTok, is it designed to eat, provoke, or arouse? Absolute vodka exports to Russia discontinued after outcry in Sweden. The Guardian, Absolute vodka halts exports to Russia. The Moscow Times, Swedish vodka brand Absolute stops exporting to Russia. Bloomberg, Pernod Ricard suspends Absolute vodka exports to Russia entirely. New York homeowner shoots dead woman who went to wrong house, 2 days after Ralph Yarl shooting. The Independent, Kaylin Gillis, woman shot dead in New York State after friend pulled into wrong driveway. BBC, Kaylin Gillis' best friend watched her die as sick man with gun shot car driving away. The Mirror, man charged in fatal mistaken address shooting. NEWS 10 ABC, woman shot dead after friend pulled into wrong driveway in New York State. Pristine coral reef discovered in Ecuador's Galapagos Islands. Sky News, scientists discover pristine deep-sea Galapagos reef, teeming with life. The Guardian, coral reef off Galapagos Islands discovered by scientists. BBC, millenary coral reef discovery on Ecuador's island, WION shorts. WION, new coral reef discovered in Ecuador's Galapagos Islands. Victims of the Alabama birthday shooting, a college football star and aspiring musician. The Independent, Alabama shooting, Phil Dowdell died saving sister's life. BBC, Alabama shooting, girl survives being shot 3 times at 16th birthday party. BBC News. BBC News, inquiry continues in Alabama shooting that killed 4, hurt 28. The Independent, Alabama shooting, 3 teenagers and a 23-year-old among victims. Blinken warns Sudan's rivals as U.S. diplomatic convoy comes under fire. The Guardian, U.S. diplomatic convoy fired on in Sudan, all people safe, says Blinken. France 24 English. France 24 English, Sudan fighting, Blinken says U.S. diplomatic convoy fired upon. BBC, EU ambassador assaulted in Sudan amid internal violence. Politico Europe, Sudan conflict, U.S. diplomatic convoy attacked in reckless incident. Bear captured in Italy after killing Alpine jogger Andrea Papi. BBC, culling or relocation, Italy debates fate of a bear that killed a jogger. Euronews, bear that killed runner captured in Italy amid row over animal's fate. Sky News, Italy captures brown bear that fatally mauled jogger. The Guardian, bear that mauled jogger, 26, to death captured in Italy. Ralph Yarl shooting, update, mugshot of suspect Andrew Lester shared as police say, racial component, to case. The Independent, Ralph Yarl, police charge white man for shooting black teen who had wrong address. Guardian News, Ralph Yarl, black teen shot at doorstep after ringing wrong doorbell. BBC, Kansas City civil rights leaders react to charges in shooting of Ralph Yarl. KSHB 41 Kansas City News, Ralph Yarl, doctors cannot believe boy survived shooting, mother says. Sudan army and paramilitaries agree 24-hour ceasefire as death toll rises. Sky News, Sudan conflict, no water, no light as fighting rages on. BBC, Sudanese army, rival forces agree to 24-hour ceasefire as conflict enters 4th day. France 24 English, there is much danger in the Sudan crisis but also an opportunity. Al Jazeera English, Sudan's tragedy, rogue generals and failed coups. UK company mining gold in Amazon on disputed land. The Guardian, Brazil urges international action against illegal gold trade. Ukraine war, Putin visits occupied Kherson region in Ukraine. Evan Gershkovich, US journalist arrested in Russia appears in court. BBC, Evan Gershkovich, Wall Street Journal reporter jailed by Kremlin appears in Russian court. The Telegraph, Russian judge rejects WSJ reporter Evan Gershkovich's detention appeal. The Guardian, Russia-Ukraine live news, WSJ reporter Gershkovich denied bail. Al Jazeera English, watch again, Moscow court hears appeal by Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.